Boom! Hard out. Hard out, hard ins. That's how we do things here in Gotham. I'm Ryan Dole, host of Gotham City Tonight. And next week is The Flash. Hard to believe already. Keaton. But for some reason, it feels like Ghostbusters Afterlife all over again. I feel like everyone has already seen this movie that hasn't come out yet. But I'm going Thursday, and it's going to be pretty cool. But so leading up to that, there's not really a lot of comic news that has come out. There hasn't been really a lot of either just movie news, because I think everyone's just kind of waiting for The Flash to come out. So until then, I got a buddy with me to kind of bounce some of this stuff off of. Brandon from BC DeLorean. Brandon, welcome to Gotham City Tonight.
Hi, Ryan. Thanks for having me again. Great to be here. I love talking pop culture and these pop culture superhero movies. I love them.
No, and you know a lot about movies. It's weird because it's like you don't work in movies. You can't necessarily tell you understand how movies are made, but you love movies. You just love movies. There's just no other way around it.
Yeah, I love movies, but part of that knowing how movies are made is I actually love how movies are made as well.
That's what I'm trying to say. But it's just
we talk about it a lot because our friend group, you guys are really into Star Wars. You love the characters, and I love Star Wars too. Don't get me wrong. But my love for something like Star Wars actually comes from a lot of how it was made, how it came to be, the special effects, right? Just how cheap things are made for, and then they become these super famous set pieces and prop pieces, right? Like famously, the lightsaber is a camera flash, right? It's just it's ridiculous, dumb little things, but that's sort of where I get obsessed with something like Star Wars, for example.
Right. No,
is the making of it.
Yeah. Because I love that you're totally into that stuff, because I love all the documentaries and how that stuff is made too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we always seem to have always a lot to talk about when we're just driving around doing our thing.
Yeah.
But before we get started, because we are going to go through the prop entertainment, the prop store. What is it? The prop store auction. You have bought stuff from them before, but we'll get into that in one hot second. I want to say hello to the chat and thank you for being here. If you're just jumping in now, just a heads up, we're not going to talk about The Flash. We're just kind of having a chill episode, going to do some window shopping. And as well, just a heads up, Spider-Verse came out last week. So thank you for everyone who went and saw that, as well as I am talking to Sony. We are working something out where I can bring people on to this show and talk about just like we were talking, the making of Spider-Verse. There'll be people from various departments to come on to talk about the steps and how we did it and all that kind of stuff. But nothing's set in stone yet, but I'm trying, and it's sounding positive. I should know in a couple weeks, so as soon as I know, you will know. But let's say hello to the chat. Gotham Stalker is here. Nolan, Monsters from Beyond. Stanley is here. Cougar McGillicuddy, Geek the F Out. Chinovo is here. Daniel Baumforth, Flash 739. Luke Johnny, Stephen Lawrence, J Rod. We got Will Schmidt is here. Jack Knight 73. Bat Boy versus Smoked Ham, Payne's Toy Samples. Oh my goodness. And Make Mine Marvel Legends. Dude, make mine Marvel Legends too at any point in time. I absolutely am all for that. Someone asked about the hat. Does it come in flexi fit? This was from Stanley. This is my Bitter Asian Dude hat. This is from Paul Sung Young Lee. This is his brand. You're gonna have to check out his website. I'm pretty sure it's Bitter Asian Dude. And you know what? The website will be able to tell you. But yes, I see a lot of Spider-Verse comments as well. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I do want to say before we get going into the prop store stuff, I was lucky enough to get to see Spider-Verse with you. It was very exciting. And I just have to say, like, congratulations to you and your team and everybody involved in the movie, because it really is an incredible movie. It is so funny. It is so amazing and touching. And I'm excited to celebrate your next Academy Award. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, Disney still always has its finger in the pot there. So, but you know, you never know. I've seen upsets happen before. Here's a good one here's an old one, an old upset from the 30s. Max Fleischer's Superman shorts were nominated for an Oscar, obviously for Best Animated Short. It lost to a Pluto cartoon because it was Disney.
Yeah.
Right? So upsets have happened before. I still think the Max Fleischer Superman cartoons are some of the most beautifully animated anything I've ever seen. They are so good.
Well, that's how I feel about Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Some of the most beautiful animated something I've ever seen.
Yeah. I really hope the rest of my friends see it. It seems like all my friends that live in Toronto have not seen this damn movie yet, and Craig and Abby haven't seen it yet. Nobody's watched it.
Kevin from Toying Around saw it last night, I think.
Yes, Kevin from Toying Around did see it.
Yeah, he posted about it.
Yes. Yeah, he messaged me late last night of, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, let's get into this. This is a entertainment memorabilia auction. I'll just put up the little, like, this is their creepy clown cover that they have.
So that's the original Poltergeist clown from the 1982 Tobe Hooper film Poltergeist.
And you have okay, so full disclosure, I once tried to participate in this auction and I got outbid so goddamn fast.
Yeah.
Above my pay grade, that it was unbelievable. And what I was bidding on was I was trying to get a couple of Gotham Gazette newspapers from Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Right? The one about Catwoman on the cover and Batman blows it. I really wanted those, like, really, really bad. And I lost before I bid, and they didn't even say my name because I was outbid that quickly.
Yeah.
It was, and I was already like, well, nope. Like, it's not a thing.
It's pretty high profile. A lot of it is because I would say, like, Prop Store is probably like the premier movie memorabilia prop costume auction.
Right.
There is lots of other ones, heritage auctions. It's the next one I can think of, which I look at quite frequently. And the thing is, well, okay, so I should say, yes, we did buy something from Prop Store. That's where we got our Indiana Jones screen matched duck vehicle from, though, from Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Now it's screen matched to one that Harrison Ford drove in the movie, so it's pretty special. It's a cool vehicle. It's actually like a 1994 Jeep that they cut everything off of and then put this fiberglass amphibious vehicle, military Soviet style military vehicle body over. So we bought that a couple of years ago from Prop Store, and I was saying to you, like, one of the perks of buying something from Prop Store is every time there's an auction, they send me one of these incredible books. And I'll see if I can do this real quick.
Like, that's such a beautiful thing just to own, like, and just to flip through at any point in time.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, an incredible perk is, I think we've received 5 or 6 of these now. And as I mentioned in the intro, like, this is some of my favorite stuff about movie making is the props and the costumes and the details and all the weird things that they have. So this book, or the PDF that you have in front of you, is just an incredible display of these props and items from from film history. And if you're like a
Right.
prop replicator or a costume builder for like the cosplay, these auctions are some of the most amazing film reference. Another story actually is we have a collection of the American Graffiti cars from the George Lucas like American Graffiti film, and
Right.
Harrison Ford, his car is a 1955 black Chevy. And so last year at some point, somebody was auctioning off his screen used hat, but also the screen used license plate from the movie. But on that license plate was a silver license plate cover as well. And in through the prop store catalog, I could see that it was a license plate from like JB Ford, a dealership in California. And it was they had silver like that ducting silver tin tape, I think they call it. They
Right.
had that over top of the dealership's logo, and the plate was mounted upside down. So as soon as I saw that in the prop catalog, I was like, I need to find this license plate cover. I went online and I was looking around and I was able to find this random California Ford dealership chrome plate cover from the 70s. Just somebody had it in a collection of license plate covers because it had no real significance to American Graffiti except for the fact that I saw it in this prop collection book. So I was able to get one for super cheap, and then I put my own tin tape on it and mounted it upside down, and so now we have a screen accurate cover plate, and all that came from a really nice high quality photo from this prop auction.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And what I love about these prop auctions as well, you'll see here, it's a 3-day thing. This is
Yeah.
not a afternoon. Well, for some people, it's clearly like, here's one thing I learned about watching these things live. Rich people hire people to go in and bid for them, to go
Yeah.
sit there and do their bidding.
Yeah,
Uh,
literally.
it is quite something. And they do have stuff there that I honestly feel, I know we've talked about this on the show before, museums. I always kind of feel like all this stuff belongs in a museum, and it isn't. And it makes me mad that someone this is going to go in someone's private collection. And again too, like, got to remember, like the Ghostbusters stuff. There was Ghostbusters film screen used. Egon's flight suit and boots, like Peter Mosen had them for the longest time until he had them up in the auction.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree with that. But I also am somebody who is like, yeah, but if I had it in my collection, that would be exciting.
Right. Well,
In
that would be
in my museum.
but that's how collectors are, right? But yes, guide me. Where are we
So
going?
yeah, our first one is page 34. We're gonna start with Batman 1989.
All right, we're gonna do a quick
Lot
scroll through
29.
of
Yeah, you're
all
getting
these
close. There's
aliens.
some
Look at
Back to
that.
the Future. Well, there's some
Can.
Aquaman there. We can see some Aquaman.
The pair of light up Atlantean soldier marketing display statues.
Yeah. So
Aquaman.
yeah, so they sell stuff like that, and truthfully, that's why you kind of have to be really diligent about what information they're providing for you, because you might look at that and think, oh my god, screen used. Yeah, that's a promotional. That's just somebody's DeLorean that they're selling that just happened to be used for promotional events at Universal in City Walk. So you'll see there's a photo of Christopher Lloyd with that particular DeLorean. But this I mean, this is a big one. This is a full Keaton costume from 89.
Right.
Now, the only thing that aren't original from 89 is the cape, because the cape is actually from Batman Returns.
Okay.
But the emblem, the belt, the gloves, and the boots, I believe, are replicas. But the cowl and the chest piece for sure are screen used from the movie.
That is amazing.
And it's had lots of work done, because yeah, I mean, anybody who goes on the Warner Brothers tour, which you just recently did,
Yes.
you get to see that Batman cowl on display, and it's got the crooked ear,
which I think one of the artists actually replicated that
oh
in
really?
in a comic book, which I
That
think
is
is
so
really, really
funny.
funny.
That's hilarious.
But this is like crazy. That's crazy to me. I just want to go to the chat here quickly. Smoked Ham was saying, I did buy a Storm Shadow costume from the 2009 G.I. Joe movie once. Things got tight and I had to sell it a few years later. I wish I could hunt it down and buy it back. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
That is a pretty cool thing to own. Monsters from Beyond was saying George Lucas was trying to make that museum. Not sure what was happening with that. I believe the building's almost done being built in Chicago.
Oh, I haven't even heard about this. What's this?
It's the George Lucas Film Museum.
Whoa.
Like, it's been in the works for years. And I think that he originally wanted it in California, and they were just kind of like, nope.
Well, that's why I want to go to the Academy Museum that just recently opened up in Los Angeles. They have some really, really cool stuff there. While we're on this page, I want to point out this is some of my favorite stuff that shows up at these prop auctions is these continuity or like production binders.
Yes.
And it's just like they've shown you a selection of Polaroids here from the set of 89. And this is a costume continuity binder. So this would be the costume lead on set in 1989, in between takes, taking Polaroid photos of Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton, so that when they come back for the next take or maybe after lunch or something, they can make sure that their costume is in continuity, right? Make sure that their ties are in the same place and their hats are at the same angle. But what's so fascinating about this is that if you purchase this, it says, where is it? There was a number here. A total of 283 Polaroid photographs are adhered to the corresponding pages, which show principal, supporting, and background cast members. The photos include Batman, Michael Keaton in his iconic Batsuit, and the Joker's Jack Nicholson in an array of vibrant outfits. So they only show you a couple photos here, which are probably some of the most exciting photos. But you look at that binder, and it is just full of notes and photos and information. Like, it's just, I want to see what's in there.
Yeah, I would also love to have this, just because you get the script notes with the costume stuff. Plus, these are photos you will not see or find anywhere else. These are going to be like one of a kind things.
Yeah.
So that, to me, and I'm with you on that, to me, that is the most special. And I think that is like super awesome. Hang on. Google, this is from Lucha Johnny. Google tells me that the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, that's what it's called, is opening in Los Angeles, Exposition Park. That's crazy. I've also thought did he try to originally open it in Chicago? I feel like something was supposed to be in Chicago, or he was supposed to be somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking into that, because that sounds incredible.
Yeah, right? Another cool thing here, are People's Choice Awards just something people like don't care about?
Yeah, I guess not. A People's Choice Award for Favorite Motion Picture awarded to Tim Burton's superhero film Batman.
Wild.
Yeah.
And a screen-matched Wayne Manor bat signal. This is from the beginning of Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Which to me is one of the weirdest things to have at the manor, because everyone could be like, how come you got like 4 bat signals shining down on your house? What's the deal with that? Right, here we go. Another costume.
Another one. This one says it's from Batman Returns. But you can see, I was just going to, you can see the prices there, the estimate.
Yes.
60,000 to 120,000 US. Now, one of the things I have learned from participating in these prop auctions is that estimated value, whatever that lowest number is, that's at least what it has to sell for. So
correct. Otherwise, it will show up in the next auction as well.
Yes.
Correct.
So lots of this stuff has kind of gone through a couple of auctions already, and you just see them showing up again. They're kind of hoping that the next person will just find out about the auctions and know, oh my goodness, the Batman Returns bat suit is for sale. Like, I need to buy that. So if you're thinking about participating, know fully well that you're not walking away with a bat suit unless you got $60,000 at least
At
to
the
play with.
minimum. Now I do believe this Selena Kyle costume, this Catwoman, the Pfeiffer, the Pfeiffer, I believe this has been in the auction before. I know those boots have.
Possibly.
For sure.
But again, it could have been another version of the costume, right? How many did they make?
It's true. So again, this also belongs in a museum. This should be on display somewhere. This is why we need a DC Comics museum, everybody. But very, very cool. I just think this is just awesome. I love that they got artwork here. The hand-painted Bill Mather Batcave map painting.
Yeah.
For the backgrounds. Beautiful. Like, to me, that's very exciting. Oh, yeah, if anyone knows, if anyone watches Toy Anxiety, you'll know that Bat ski boat. That's going to be one of those things I need to get.
I was pretty excited about this Oswald Cobblepot poster because it says large screen matched hand painted Oswald Cobblepot campaign banner, and screen matched is the key words that you want to look for here, especially at these prop store. I don't know if any other auctions use the phrase, but prop store specifically uses screen matched, and that means that based on details or imperfections, they can actually match it specifically to something that appears in the final cut of the movie.
That's pretty cool.
This one, they say, is the center poster behind Oswald when all the tomatoes are thrown. And then they're showing you a close up of which I think is like tomato staining. I don't know.
Which is even better.
Yeah.
That's so good.
But so this is the actual one that you see in the movie is that poster.
That's cool. That would be cool to. I'd love to get. I think there's someone on Etsy that makes the replica buttons. I should probably get in on some of those.
Yeah, that was one of the most exciting things when NECA put out that quarter scale penguin figure. I was so excited about the recreation poster on the box. I never bought that figure, but that was something that I absolutely love because I love even stuff like this. A button, a campaign button for Cobblepot would be amazing. We should get some. We gotta buy those.
Yeah, let's get them. We got Two-Face's Tommy Lee Jones costume from Batman Forever. 12,000 is going to be the minimum on this thing.
That one says it's screen matched as well too.
Screen matched as well. This is, I think, all those costumes from Batman Forever are beautiful.
Yeah,
and that's and a glove, and a Two-Face glove. So you can have it all, folks. And then wow, not a lot of Batman. That's okay. What else do we got?
Well, if you want to page 89, lot 108, it's a pretty big item, literally.
I'm trying to find the page. Oh, there's Blade. For all you Blade lovers out there, costume and a sword. All right. I can't find. Oh, there we go. 65. All right. Keep scrolling down. Oh, Braveheart. Very fun. Breaking Bad. Fun.
Yeah, we're looking for, I think D is what they would have it under.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Critters. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think those have showed up. There it is.
Well, that's quite $1 million to $2 million.
Yeah.
Special shipping required. See notice and buyer's guide.
So this is the actual Bat Pod from Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
Okay. Craig might need this, if anything.
To go with his 1/6 scale?
To go with his 1/6 scale. This is quite the investment. Would this be something that, obviously, I don't know if you'd want this from an auction, but if you ever saw this like at a car show or something, is this something that you would be interested in having in the garage?
Well, we haven't gotten into motorcycles yet. We've gotten into bicycles,
But
but
this isn't really that. This is a pod. This is an escape pod. This is like a section of the Batmobile. So technically it's a car.
okay, fair point, fair point. It does have two wheels, which is bicycle. So
right.
it
Okay.
has a motorcycle.
Motorcycle. Uh,
Motorcycle. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Um, I don't think it really is I don't think it would fit right into our collection. We don't even have any we don't have any Batman or
you don't have
Batmobiles, right?
Batman anything, but you could say
No.
that like does your movie car collection is strictly kind of that. It's a movie car collection. I mean, I think if you, I'm not saying you should buy this. I'm saying if you ever find one for a good deal, maybe like $500,000, maybe
Yeah.
you should look at investing into it.
Yeah, if it's a good deal like that, then sure, yeah.
Right. Then, but I think this would be a draw, like for you, would it not? Like,
Yeah, and then I'll charge money and people can sit on it.
yeah, I'll pay. See, I'll end up paying
it's
for half of it by the time I'm done.
yeah. It's really cool. It's real. Like it's the one that was ridden by the stunt performer in the two Dark Knight films. Yep. And so it's a real running driving Batpod.
And what's crazy too, if you've ever watched the behind the scenes of Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises, you will know this thing can actually go.
Yeah.
Right? This is not like the Keaton 89 Batmobile that can only go like 5 miles per hour.
Yeah.
This thing can give her on the road.
Yeah. In the description, it gives all the details about the tires and the engine.
Just wild. I'm always not. I know I rip and lean on to. I kind of lean on the, the Nolan movies a little bit here and there. But this would be. Someone said, "Hey, do you want this?" I'd be like, I guess.
Take it. Come on, you gotta have it. Take it. Yeah. Okay, sure. Fine.
Right. I think this would be super awesome to have. Like, this is super cool. It is kind of neat to see, like, again, because the last time you were on here, we talked about the other Batmobile selling.
Yes.
Right. And now here we are. We're going to buy you a Batpod.
Which I did before I came on. I tried to look up and see if it had sold, and I can't find anything about it selling.
All right. See, yeah, I should have thought of that. Yeah, I've never followed up on that, but then things got really, really busy. But this is like,
I don't think it has. Like I said in that episode, I thought the price was too high.
Right. Oh, look at this.
I know, not comics related, but you and I are big Disneyland fans.
We are big Disneyland fans, and I'm also a big fan of the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Yes. So this is from the queue area of the Tiki Room.
That is super cool. Look at that.
Little
Figment animatronic. Yeah. I like these. I'm always a big fan of the ducks, so bring it on. I love it. That's cool. All right. Oh, look at that. An ET autographed.
Yeah.
Look at that. Steven Spielberg.
Signed poster. I was looking at it. I think it's signed by Steven Spielberg to somebody.
Wow. I think you need that.
Yeah. That actually one of the things that's in here, which I think is so cool. There's actually two business cards that are up for sale. One is Steven Spielberg's business card, which it's just cool. It comes with it's a business card and like a lot of, I think, some like ET storyboards. But then the other business card that's in here is actually George Lucas's business card. And it comes with a series of paper. What's the, like with like the headers of the different films that he was working on at the time. So it'd be like, like from the desk of George Lucas, and then the header would say like Return of the Jedi, would have like the logo on it. So it's like a whole series of blank sheets of paper from the different productions, and then included in it is George Lucas's business card.
That's wild. I think that's pretty cool. If anyone does the Warner Brothers tour, they have one of the Warner Brothers. They have his his black book, and they've got it open to the page where it's like, there's Walt Disney's phone number and address.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Look at this, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man,
Yeah, an
Cannibal
unused
Head.
stretching effect.
Yeah, like that's cool. I dig this. I dig this as well.
I love that because they needed to do the like a glowing eye effect because it describes it. They use the eye effect for when the terror dog is breaking out of the statue.
Right.
So instead of just making a new eye, they ripped out one of the eyes of one of their terror dog heads and then mounted it on that board. So you get both.
I was about to say, like, this looks very much like the same eye from the gargoyle.
And that's just like it was. They had to get the shot done, right? So they're like, just cut out the terror dog eye.
Awesome. These are cool too. All the creepy hands. The map painting, New York. More Stay Puft storyboards.
More production binders. Just the treasures that are in there.
Some Answer the Call. I would get the Holtzman one just for the upper arm remote. For sure. Oh, I would get one of these too. They got the two different. It's funny. So there's two different nozzles at the end of these. The nozzles here, these extensions that you see here at the end that light up. I know no one cares about Answer the Call, but I just thought this was a fun, neat thing so that you know.
I was going to bring up this exact same thing that you're about to say.
Yeah, these light up nozzles were actually there. That's not the end of the actual nozzle is, I know no one can really, hang on, let's see if we can, there we go, you can see my mouse there. Like it kind of ends like right there. And the lights are for the VFX team. So they know, like that way the lighting shows up on their faces and that kind of stuff.
If you scroll down a little bit, you can actually see one of them is just wrapped with LED. There, that one there, that proton pack is just wrapped with LED lights. Yeah, in reference for the VFX team.
Yep, that's all it is. And it's funny because sometimes like there would be media stuff where they're showing off the proton packs and they wouldn't edit those out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. We'd always be like, oh, come on. The PKE meter also I say what you want about this movie, man. I really dug all the gadgets and stuff. I thought it was super cool. There's the hood ornament again, super cool hood ornament. I don't know, man. Movie's not great by any stretch of the means, but there's some stuff in there to like. I'll just say, oh, Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay.
Day two has a crazy Golden Girls collection. There's so much stuff. It's basically a Golden Girls auction.
That's awesome. That's cool. Some Gremlins. There's a Gremlins museum down out by Seattle, believe it or not. I think they should get some of these puppets. The Daffy, this one's named Daffy, I think.
Yes, it is. You're correct. Daffy. Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I love Gremlins too. Oh, look at him!
Yeah, I know they're so cool.
This is so good. Mike Myers,
Halloween, Harry and the Hendersons. Come on, man, so cool.
Harry. Oh, should I hang on?
You down a little bit.
Yeah. Mike just. Oh, there. I keep looking. My eye keeps going directly to the hoverboard.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that I learned recently is the suit performer of Harry from Harry and the Hendersons is the same suit performer as the Predator.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that it's the same actor portraying both Harry and the Predator. And it's not Jean-Claude Van Damme, if you were wondering.
Oh, all right. What else we got?
If you want to keep it superhero comic book, it'd be page 215. We're getting into Marvel.
Okay. Yeah, we can do some Marvel. Yeah. I do want to bring this up too because I love this movie. It is
Independence Day.
Independence Day. I think this movie, it started that whole the Emmerichs when they started doing this is what kicked off their absurd disaster movies. It was really unfortunate that the sequel to this, to me, was kind of they just shot it until it ended. And it's just kind of it was kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
But I did like what I liked about the Independence Day history after 96 was how they were using some of the technology to enhance Earth's technology. So you had like the floating billboards and that kind of stuff. So everything looked a little futuristic as it would. So I thought that stuff was cool about the sequel, but the sequel itself was kind of like, oh, it was kind of a bummer.
I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters.
Same here. I haven't either. But it was kind of cool seeing like the new weapon where all the vehicles and stuff kind of like raise and then boom. And I was like, oh, okay, that's again, not a great movie, but there are some things that I like about it. So that's super cool to find. All right. Oh,
yeah.
Indiana Jones.
The pistol they're selling is screen matched.
Looks like this is too. The sword, maybe. There we go. More art. Lots of. These auctions are bonkers, folks.
Lots of James Bond stuff. This James Bond stuff has been rolling over auction to auction. Nobody is buying this James Bond stuff.
Oh, really? There's John Wick, but we have some Judge Dredd, the Stallone one, 95. Again, that movie, I haven't watched that movie in well over a decade.
Yeah.
But I remember that movie, like, Dredd is amazing. Like,
one of my favorites.
So good. Judge Dredd, I really liked it when it first came out. And, it's definitely a very 90s comic book movie. Like, there's no way to beat around that bush. It's just, you've got the Rob Schneider comic relief. You've got the serious dude.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, in my head, I get Demolition Man and Judge Dredd mixed up so much.
The tone's the same.
Yeah. Well, right? And I mean, famously, he doesn't wear the helmet, right? Like that's
right.
So that I think that's another reason why they feel very, very similar. And it's just Stallone walking around helmetless in both.
Right. And I think that's the one thing that's also like that makes Dredd so much better.
Yeah.
He keeps that helmet on.
Well, and I have so much respect for Carl Urban to play that character and the humility of just being an actor who's the character. You do not see the character's face, right? Like that's part of it, right? The anonymity. What's the word?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Of
no,
being
but I know
the
what you're saying. Yeah.
Judge, jury, executioner, you don't want to be recognized on the street on your day off, right?
Right. Like there was no ego involved there. He understood the assignment and he just went for it.
Before you go too far, scroll back up at the boots, because those are something that are yes. So there's a section of this auction. If you scroll up a little bit more, you can see the title. It's the Sam Neill collection. So one of the things that they do sometimes is certain people you've already passed it.
Okay. Sorry.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah. So certain celebrities or groups, film warehouses or production companies, they will put stuff into the prop auction that is for charity. So Sam Neill is putting a bunch of stuff from his Jurassic Park collection over the years up for sale for charity. And one of the things he's putting in the auction is his screen used boots from Jurassic Park. And I think they're incredibly undervalued.
They are undervalued. Probably undervaluing it because it's for charity.
And then the rest of the stuff is from Dominion.
And the rest of the stuff is from Dominion. But it's still cool. Oh, look at that. Karate Kid Part 3. Ah, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. All right. Lord of the Rings. I know we've always got some Lord of the Ring fans here in the chat.
You're almost there. There's the first Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. First off, let's talk about Fury Road.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Love that movie.
Blood Bag's Muzzle.
Yep. So good. But yes, Jessica Jones. Kristen Ritter, man. She's perfect casting for that character. I hope they keep her. For Daredevil, if that's a thing they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't even know if that's because of the writer's strike. I don't even know what's filming and what's a go and what isn't. I have no idea anymore. The Star-Lord helmet, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so if you want something better than the Black Series, not the Black Series, the Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Premium role play item. This one will outdo it, but it costs 100 times more.
Yeah. Yeah, this one they said is the light up Star-Lord helmet. So it was used for specifically when he lights up his lenses there.
Very cool. That'd be a fun thing to own. This would be a fun thing to own too. Right? Mark 42. So, oh yeah, okay. I was about to guess and I saw it by accident. So this is from Iron Man 3. I was going to try and guess which movie that was. That's very cool. Oh, Natalie Portman's.
Yeah.
Mjolnir. Meow meow. This is that's very cool. That's very cool. She looked so cool in that movie, and it's so unfortunate that that movie was just kind of like a dud.
Yeah, it was just lackluster, and
yeah.
If
we're wrong, Chad, if you think Love and Thunder is the best Marvel movie you've ever seen, let us know.
and that's fine. You can enjoy it. That's totally fine. Yeah.
The Matrix. Steve Skorsky, comic book artist. I believe he's also from Vancouver. He did the storyboards and designs for all 3 Matrix movies.
Wow.
So there's a little feather to put in your cap there. Men in Black also. I love this series of movies.
Yeah.
I think they're super fun. I'm always down for these. Hold up. Is there a Muppet in here?
Yes. With a Jim Henson tag.
The Jim Henson tag, 1988, Spruce Springsteen. That is very, very cool. It's not often you see Muppets in this thing. National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Yeah,
and Vacation.
Original poster art, I believe, by the original artist.
Amazing.
Boris Vallejo.
Super cool. Super cool. I love all of that. Nightmare Before Christmas, also very cool. Always love that stuff. Look at that. The dice. That's cool. 20,000, hey? It's got to go for. Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Child. I like that movie, to be honest. Freddy's Dead, Part 2.
Yeah, I find that there's the most like horror items, Star Trek items, and Star Wars items. Every single time there is so many. It's like that's what people always like took from production and held on to.
Though granted, if I was on Pirates of the Caribbean, I would definitely take one of these Aztec coins as well.
I'm sure they were handing them out. Here, take them.
I bet you they were. This is cool too. The Jeffrey Rush's Barbossa ring. That's cool. And the pistol. Also very cool. I'm a huge fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. Here's our clown, our lovable clown. This
so
doll.
Cute.
Yep. Poltergeist, 1982. This is super cool. If you have children and you have the money to spare, this is what every child needs in their bedroom.
Yeah. If you want to be a good parent, get your child the screen matched Poltergeist evil clown. They're going to love you for it.
They're going to love you for it. You know what? And they'll come out stronger. Look at that.
Yeah. They're going to grow up and be good people.
They're going to
put this under their bed.
Yep.
Build a house over a grave site. Put this under their bed and be good parents.
Be good parents. That's it. No therapy bill required. Right? This is okay. What are we at here? This is just a wanted ad. Prometheus. Who is that? Dean Stockwell. Leap from Lisa. Oh, Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap, yeah.
That's cool. I was like, Dean Stockwell. Pulp Fiction wrappers. Very cool. Okay, I'm just going to keep scrolling. Oh, RoboCop. RoboCop promotional costume, RoboCop 2. That looks absolutely horrible. You could tell this is probably what they had like dudes wear at the theater or something, you know, like, or showing up at the mall.
Yeah, even the photo looks like a Halloween costume website picture.
Oh, dude, it looks exactly like
Robot
something
robot officer
robot.
costume.
That's exactly what that looks like. That's awesome. Oh, a little bit of Scarface and Ghostface and all the faces. We've got Serenity now.
Yeah, you're getting close to some Spider-Man coming up.
Oh, I like some Spider-Man. Oh, look at this. This movie's not even out yet. The light up Blue Beetle. Oh no, this is the
This from
Smallville one.
Smallville. Yeah.
Holy shit. Totally fooled me. It looks exactly the same.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. It's only $5,000.
Only 5,000. Get ahead of the game, folks. Show up at opening night in your own Blue Beetle costume. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to own a piece of Smallville, Vancouver history, folks.
Yep.
This is it right here. Blue Beetle. Jump on that. Spaceballs, trooper helmet, and rifle.
Yeah, and above it is a scale model of the mothership. And one of the here's something I learned. It's hard to see it. You might not be able to see it, but on top of that scale model is a vacuum at the very, very far left-hand side of it, right near the boosters.
Right.
That block that's sitting on top. If I can zoom in on my book here.
Oh, won't let me like.
There's a vacuum.
I cannot see it. Hang on. Let's go
trust me.
Okay, we're just gonna trust you on this. There's a vacuum on it.
You can go. The chat can go and look through the prop store catalog themselves. But when you hit the Spaceballs, light up Spaceballs 1 mothership, look at the back. There's a little vacuum folded on top of it, which I think is such a fantastic detail.
I'm dropping the link in the chat again. So if anyone wants to go check that out, we got the trooper helmet and rifle from Spaceballs again as well. That is super cool. Oh, dude, the Nicholas Hammond costume from the TV series. Yes, please. If anyone wants to donate $15K to me so I can get this and wear this every day to go get groceries and do the dishes.
Just drop a 15K super chat.
Can't do super chats yet. I need 1,000 subscribers before I can do
really?
Super chat. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, well hold on then.
We'll have to do
an e-transfer.
The framed hand painted Greg Hildebrandt, from the famous Hildebrandt brothers Avengers cover. 10,000 to that's pretty.
I think the next one's pretty exciting.
The production made Green Goblin for William Dafoe, Spider-Man 2002. That is very cool. Doesn't it missing the lenses? It looks like there's so we have one of the helmets on display at the studio in Vancouver.
I know that's so cool. A couple years ago, at the MoPop, they call it, the Museum of Pop Culture down in Seattle.
Yes,
they had a big Marvel costume exhibit. You went to that? I think we've talked about this before.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I went to that.
Yeah, and they had a Green Goblin helmet there, and it was one of my favorite pieces in the whole collection. That, and at the time, I believe it was either only the first Guardians was out. I think it was just the first Guardians out. So I was pretty enamored with the Star-Lord costume that they had on display there.
Yeah, I was too. I'm pretty sure I got photos of it because it was just like, whoa. That was pretty cool.
Oh, you know what? It probably was when the first Doctor Strange had just come out is when I went there, because the very end of it.
Because they had the Eye of Agamotto, they had his costume, and they had that
and it was like
area.
In a hall of it was like a hall of mirrors, and that was the last thing as part of the display. So I'm sure it was when
and they had a Black Panther. They had Black Panther costumes there too, I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think so. But I remember the Green Goblin helmet, and I remember Star-Lord's costume very, very, very well.
I remember that whole touring thing. I think it still tours, and they actually switch it up and stuff. But that was the first thing that was the first time I ever thought to myself that they should just do a Marvel museum. Just
Yeah.
do a standstill. Like you go to it. It should
Yeah.
and have everybody's costumes on display. Like it would just be awesome. I love all the Star Wars stuff all the time. Me being a huge Star Wars just fan, and
Yeah,
I just love all the stuff.
there's a lot. Like I don't know how fast you want to go through all of this, but if
Jar
if
Jar
you
Binks
want to,
reference maquette, I want that.
because the next thing that's like Gotham City Tonight related is Wonder Woman, and obviously that's W.
Oh yeah. Well,
So
let me just happily scroll through this Star Wars stuff, which I think is very cool. This had its own booklet,
yes,
correct?
yes, it has.
It has its own PDF as well, by the way, online. You can go through it. This book is absolutely amazing. It's there's some beautiful photos of Carrie Fisher, some that I have seen before, some that I actually have 8x10s of. That came with the Star Wars fan club booklets. But yeah, this is big stuff, and they're expecting that the minimum for that one is $1 million.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, this is another one that's screen matched, and the whole separate book or the PDF that they send along is just all the details that they're actually screen matching it to the film and these photos that Ryan is talking about.
Yes.
For they do stuff like this where they show you. So here's which is the top one. Yeah, so the top one here is their photo that they've taken with the arrows pointing to little cuts and wrinkles in the fabric, and then matching it with the photo that's right next to the other photo with Carrie Fisher wearing this exact dress.
It's super cool. I love that stuff. Hang on,
so when we bought our Indiana Jones vehicle from Prop Store, that was one of the things that was kind of appealing to us, was that they had gone and they've screen matched it, and then in the listing showed you the screenshot of Harrison Ford driving the car with the little details, the dings and the paint marks. And it's only one shot in the movie, but that's just the one that you can actually screen match to the one that we own.
Right. I think that's super cool. This hand-painted piece here from Ralph McQuarrie, this image here was used for like iron-ons for t-shirts. Which was iron-ons were a big thing in the 70s and 80s. This was one of those images. I have one of the original iron-ons, not used, and I believe I also have two of them. One I'm bringing back. I'm going to do an episode of Flippin' Star Wars on the weekend on Toy Anxiety channel. But one of those episodes in the future, I will do my entire book of promotional items from the Star Wars fan club from the early 80s, and all the cool stuff in the catalogs that came with it. And in there, we will look at an unused iron-on with this image. And this is the first time I've seen it look so clear, so beautiful. I love it. Oh, I like this too. Hildebrandt Brothers doing the cantina. I love all this stuff.
And that's just it, right? Like that's what's so cool about this stuff is the crystal clear imagery. It's just amazing how it's all presented. And if you are interested in movies or behind the scenes, it's just like it's the most exciting, fascinating thing to see all this productions and all this artwork and these props, and it's just unbelievable.
I like how it's like Tom Jung's like doodle sketch of Luke and Leia. Like I love this stuff so much. Oh, you need this.
Yeah.
That is something you would need.
There's actually quite a few cameras in this auction, and I like cameras as well. So it's just cool to look at cameras.
Right. We've got a Don Post replica or figure or whatever. R2. We've got a used boot from Anthony Daniels. Also pretty cool. Just more ships. Asteroids. I love this. That's cool. We're going to circle this old trading card.
Yeah.
That's it. Lando.
Yeah, unused prototype costuming, I believe it was. Unproduced Lando Calrissian large-scale action figure outfit.
Oh, that's for the old 12-inch dolls. I love it. Look at that. The cup. Oh, I love how they use the action figure. Okay, that's cool. All right. All right. I'm going to try and get through this. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. I got stuck again. Look at this. Ewok movies. The posters.
Yeah,
Right?
Ewok Adventure.
Ewok Adventures.
Oh,
Love
that
that
Drew
stuff. Look at this.
Struzan art.
Yep. Star Tours as well. Also very, very cool. I love that it's the old, whatever those are called. I can't remember.
Oh, sorry. I was looking ahead. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, I was the Star Tours. They have like the original art for like the well, I keep on calling it a pendant, but that's not what it is. It's the old all the old theme parks used to have them, and they were just like little triangle flags, and
yeah, they're pennants.
They're pennants, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So I wasn't that far off. I was just, oh, look at this original comic art, cover art. Right? Dark Empire. Very cool. Yeah, I'm loving all of this. Look at this. Han Solo. One shot first Han Solo. Greedo. Come on. George Lucas Lego. Is that a BB-8? Promotional display?
Yeah, promotional BB-8.
Promotion. Just a promo BB-8.
Steve McQueen motorcycle.
That's cool. That is cool. Supergirl. Oh, and the Screen Match Clark Kent photo booth photos.
Oh, I missed that one.
And Lex Luthor's outfit. And we've got the tunic for Supergirl. That should also be part of the... They should fix that up, put it in the whatchamacallit. These are great.
Yeah.
Matt Damon. I think we all need Matt Damon from World Police. All right. I mean, these are so good.
It's so much fun to look through. It's so cool.
Again, these are all sinking coat from the Titanic. Top Gun, very cool. Troy, speaking of Troy, Allison Troy is here.
Greetings.
Greetings. These are from her movie. She made this. It's about her. It was made in 2004. Twilight, that's fun. Underworld, that's fun. We're getting to the MWs. Oh, yep. Wow. They lose so bad. Wow. That's cool. All right. Warcraft. I didn't think they even made anything real for Warcraft. I thought War of the Worlds. Okay. Oh,
there it is.
Oh, look at that.
We've got some Wonder Woman pieces here.
Sword of Athena, Harness and Lasso of Truth, Justice League 2017. I believe someone, I think Randall also just dropped. Speaking of Justice League World War trailer just got released. We will definitely check that out. This the Wonder Woman stuff to me is always going to be super. Whoa!
Yeah.
We'll get to that in one hot minute. Because I still want to talk about Wonder Woman. I think this is really cool. If I had the money, I would probably definitely want to bid on something like this. The sword, the harness, the lasso, that's, well, it'd be one shield away from having the complete armory. I think that would be really cool.
The bracers there are super cool too. It doesn't say that they were like Gal Gadot's or anything, but they're production made Amazonian warrior bracers. But they're super cool.
I'm all for it. I think these are super, super cool. Here's my boy, Wolverine. Anyone who knows, I'm a big fan of Wolverine. I want these. X2, X-Men United. Nightcrawler was in that, so I like it by default. Super cool. Stunt claws. So they're probably all rubbery and fun. More Greg Hildebrandt art. He must be trying to really get rid of some shit. And X-Files. That's kind of cool too. The FBI agent stuff. That's fun. And Legend of Zorro, speaking of Batman.
Yeah, you need this for your Batman collection.
I do need this for my Batman collection. Johnny 5.
Yeah, sold for 330,000. That was that was the last auction, I believe. Full scale real Johnny 5.
Could you imagine owning something like that? Like, I think that would that would look good in your garage as a Johnny
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. We thought about it for a split second, but it was way too expensive.
Oh, you know what? You're being a baby.
So now we're into day 2 again. So now the alphabet is going back. So there's a pair of Ace Ventura's pants. So we're on A. So we're gonna hit
Oh,
we're gonna hit some Batman
this
stuff.
is only day 2?
Yeah, we're at day 2 now.
Holy moly. Okay. I'm going to try and go through this just a little faster, folks.
Yeah, let's just hit some of the comic stuff here.
Yeah.
There's Batman right there.
Batman again. All right, we'll
So
start
scroll
from
up.
here, the very top, which is
Yeah.
whoa, we're going way up here. Clapperboard and script, production paperwork.
But 580, the suit, I think is pretty cool.
580. Tucker Carpal Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
Costume. Get your pipes out. You're gonna.
Yeah.
I would absolutely 100% smoke a pipe. Wearing that, you'd have to.
Yeah, one of my favorite little details in Batman Returns is that the parents of the Penguin are Pee Wee Herman, and I'm blanking on her name, but she's also from Pee Wee's Big Adventure. It's the woman who works at the diner who he helps. I can't remember her name right now, but they're the parents of the Penguin.
Oh wow! Look at this. See, cowl cast and display mold. That at that point, just start making your own. Just start making repros, man.
And a Hollywood Wax Museum Catwoman display.
Don't know if I'd want that.
Why? Freak you out?
Yeah, it's a little too creepy. I'm all down with being a little creepy, but that's a little too.
That's too creepy for Rindal.
Yeah, that's so that says a lot.
Some makeup appliances for Two-Face.
Yeah. Model cars, very cool. Ooh, limited edition hand painted. Almost got him animation cell. 800 to 16. Wow. Batarang replicas. We want the real things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Renee, listen. You say there's no room in the garage. I have been in that garage. There's plenty of room for a Johnny 5 and a Bat Pod. All right? There's plenty of room.
There's no room. Look at my table is piled full of stuff.
So clean your table.
I don't got any room to put all this stuff.
Just do it. Just do what I tell you.
Okay, I'm working on it. There's some Dark Knight badges. 727 in the D section.
Let's go down to the D's.
There's a sealed deck of cards. Joker cards.
Whoa, spoiler alert. Golden tickets.
I don't know, there's
animatronic
so much.
pigs.
That was from Charlotte's Web.
Creep Show. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Dark Crystal. Okay, keep going, Dole.
There it is right there.
Whoop. Hang on. Oh, like blinking, you'll miss it, folks. Hang on. What else is there? There's a hand-painted Disturbing the Peace #1 artwork. Peacemaker. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger sealed card deck, The Dark Knight. That's fun. And the law enforcement badges. That's fun too. That's cool. Dick Tracy.
Yeah,
Prune
just a
face
Tommy
prosthetic
gun.
and a Tommy gun. Very cool. And Annoyed. Okay. I'm going to keep going. We're already like an hour. We're an hour.
Crazy.
We're partway through this thing. That's how much stuff there is. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, the next thing that I saw was we're just back to the M's for Marvel. I mean, there's tons of stuff that I'm excited about, like Turbo Man cereal box. And
that's cool. Hang on. Sorry. Gozer Temple Topper. I like that.
Diane Salinger. But I was trying to remember what the character's name was.
Thank you for the update on that one. Lucha Johnny, Temple of Gozer miniature model. I love this stuff. Oh, look at all this. The life. Oh, give me all this.
Simone, Pee-wee and Simone are the Penguins' parents.
A set of Slimer and Scary Brother maquettes. Fun. Oh, the grenades, ecto grenades, also fun. This stuff's fun. I don't care.
I know it's unbelievable that people just have this stuff. This is all the Golden Girls stuff that I was talking about. It's like pages and pages of Golden Girls.
Oh, that's wild. That's Debbie Reynolds. I was like, that's that's Goonies. Coins from the Goonies. Gremlins 2, the new batch. Very cool. Rocky Horror. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, what is it? Sorry. Oh, it's a reproduction of the Hook. We don't do reproductions here.
Only screen matched, screen used.
Yeah, that's right. There's your Turbo Man.
Yep. Toy box and cereal box.
Yep. Very cool. That is very cool. Look at. I like Jupiter side. Like, what Iron Man suit is that? People working on Jupiter Legacy probably hate me right now.
We're getting close. There, Marvel's coming up right there.
Mars Attack Skeletons.
Yeah, that lime green skeleton's so cool.
That is cool. Framed Uncanny X-Men number 182.
Cover printing plate.
Wow, that's cool. That is super cool. And it's a rogue cover, no less. Giant Size X-Men number 1. That's a big deal. Captain America number 117. Amazing Spider-Man number 101 with 16 silver. Bronze Age comics. Yep. If everything is like 10 to 5 cents on the cover, they're probably worth a lot of money. And they've got Star Wars and a Giant Size X-Men number 1. Oh man, hook me up with that one. Put those ones in my veins. Captain America, the First Avenger camera. That's kind of fun. We got some Thor. More Thor, Love and Thunder. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ooh, lots of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, once the show is done, then
that's it.
They sell it all. There's
That's
lots
true.
of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
There is. And Matrix. Masters of the Universe. Eternia Soldier.
Yeah.
Woof. For you Motu fans out there. Right? Look at this. Thanos Copter with the flex. I've got Giant Size X-Men number 1.
Sell it in the auction then.
Sell it in the auction. That's how. Oh, look at this. More Men in Black. Super fun. These are, again, these catalogs are just so much fun to get kind of like lost in. Muppets from Space. Sam the Eagle's Alarm. Yeah, I want that too.
That one's only $1,000.
I could do it. I wouldn't get outbid on that.
You kind of hope that like something like that sort of gets like lost in the weeds, right? Everybody's excited about Star Wars or the Johnny Fives, like the big ticket items, and then you're able to sort of go in there and swoop up Sam the Eagle's Alarm or a Piranha 3 Double D Piranha.
Right? Get a Davy Jones. And we got some apes.
Yeah.
Let's keep going here. What do we?
Some Polar Express items. I know. My first thought was like, what? How? But they made props for the motion capture production part of the film.
Correct. Yeah. I like this though too. The Baby Sweet Pea.
Yes. Popeye, one of my favorite movies.
Hey, you and Renee just about like a family member had a kid. Not you two. You two did not have a kid.
Yeah.
Unless you're counting the goat
sister-in-law.
Kids. Yes.
So you're saying get the Sweet Pea costume?
Yeah, until you and Renee
my niece?
Until you and Renee start like pumping out your own kids.
Or I'll put it on the goats.
Put it on the goats. Right? I'm all for that.
Rocketeer jetpack. I was excited about that.
That is cool.
And then there's there's just some Spider-Man, some more Spider-Man stuff.
Spider-Man.
Some newspapers.
Sleepy Hollow. Lots of that. Okay. Spider-Man. Spider-Man Reign of Terror. Wanted. Citizens call for Walhal's arrest. Print that. You're fired. Get back here.
That was pretty good.
Thanks.
That was pretty good. I like the energy of it. Yeah.
That's what I do when that's what I was doing when I was losing my mind working on Spider-Verse.
That's how you run your team.
Ears, costume freak.
That's how you run your team?
Yeah.
Like J. Jonah Jameson? Shots.
Spider-Man.
Shots.
No
crap.
more. That's all I do. It's just yell as J. Jonah Jameson. Oh man, I have an idea that I want to do for when I start doing some Spider-Man episodes.
Yeah.
Where I want to do some cold opens as J. Jonah Jameson. Spoiler alert. I want to do some of those. I want all the thumbnails for the episodes to look like Daily Bugle.
Oh yeah, that's a really good
clickbait,
idea.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's just Spider-Man's Reign of Terror. Parker,
get in here.
I don't pay you to stand around. Give me a coffee.
If you wanna scroll down to the mine is page 677 because there's
God, we're only at 611 here, bud.
Yeah, there is an item in the Superman section which I think is very cool, and it kind of actually shocked me.
Trying not to look at the Star Wars, toys.
Don't worry.
Sealed Boba Fett. Okay, leaving, getting down, getting out of here.
Yeah, you can look at it on your own time.
Yeah. Oh, look at. Okay, stop, Ryan. Stop.
Like I said, there's always so much Star Trek. Okay, right here. So there's Starro. I see Starro. There's some Academy Award-winning Suicide Squad.
Right.
And then the
helmet, the eyes. I remember the VFX team. Like, oh, this is cool. Starro Spore.
Starro is super cool, but
because it's a mask.
And it's see-through. I love that it's see-through for background.
Why? Do you know what? That would be such a good, easy group costume.
Yeah.
At a convention where everyone just wears stars. Like, that would be so much fun to do. Superman versus the Mole Men, 1951. Now we're talking. Look at that. Superman 2 bound script.
But those 4 emblems is what I want to talk about.
Twin nuclear missiles, test confirmed. Actually, that sounds like my HasLab. Twin nuclear missiles, test confirmed.
That's the newest HasLab, twin nuclear missiles.
The newest HasLab, confirmed.
For Oppenheimer. But yeah, lot 1391. Set of 4 production-made chest emblems from Superman Lives.
Oh, hold on. Superman Lives, for those who don't know. Good catching that too, by the way. That's not the whatchamacallit. What's his name? Why am I blanking?
Tim Burton?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes.
2015?
Well,
I thought it was like late 90s or like way early 2000s.
Me too. I don't know why it says 2015, but 4 production-made chest emblems from Tim Burton's abandoned film Superman Lives.
Right. And you can see here at the bottom corner, the bottom right corner here, I was kind of like moving my mouse around it. That is I believe that's supposed to be the Superman symbol that separates to become knives.
Oh my goodness. There's I haven't seen it. I actually forgot about it, but I wanted to see it. But there's a whole documentary about that movie.
Thank you, Nick Cage.
Yes, and famously, Nick Cage, there's test footage available online of like a costume fitting.
Oh, have you not seen the documentary?
No, that's what I was just saying. Like, in seeing these items, I remembered that there was a documentary because I was thinking about Superman Lives and Kevin Smith and all that stuff, and
Yes.
I was like, oh man, I completely forgot about the documentary. So now I'm gonna track down the documentary because I have to see it. But
This is gonna come off as a hot take. I actually think Kevin Smith now today could write a good Superman movie. And I know he's like, I have been to his Q&As where he's talked about it, where he always kind of goes, I can't do that. That's like writing for God. And I'm just like, dude, I have seen Jay and Silent Bob reboot. He pretty much wrote a Superman movie, except Jay is playing kind of Superman. He gets to kind of find out he's a dad and steps up and, and just kind of he's a hero. Like, I know, like, all it comes down to is Superman, and a lot of these movies in general, like, I mean, every superhero movie, if the moment you don't have heart, that's when you lose the audience, right? And I think Kevin Smith now, I feel like, even though I love Clerks, and Clerks I do believe is written with a lot of heart, same, I believe all his movies are, like, even Jersey Girl,
yeah,
lots of heart. I honestly think if he just tapped into that, he could write a very beautiful Superman movie. Full on. That's my hot take. I believe that Kevin Smith could write a beautiful Superman movie. Oh, comic books, Tank Girl.
yes, there's a huge Tank Girl selection. Somebody had all this Tank Girl stuff just sitting around, and now they need to make a couple bucks.
Dude, that is another movie. If they decide, hey, we're gonna make a new Tank Girl movie, I would be all for it. She's definitely a product of the 90s.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
But I mean, the 90s fashion is coming back in the youth. So I think they'd be into it.
Hang on. We got Daniel coming in with the facts. Now,
that makes perfect sense.
This makes more sense. Daniel saying 1998 was Superman Lives. So I wasn't going crazy. So thank you for that. The documentary is 2015. So again, thank you for that, because I thought I was going crazy. Again, more Tank Girl stuff. Look at that straitjacket. I am surprised cosplayers are not doing this, because it seems like such a gimme to do Tank Girl. Or maybe I'm just not looking at the right cosplayers. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Terminator, Transformers.
But yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. There's a couple things, some, Terminator, Truman Show, Twilight,
right,
Underworld,
The Walking
Dead, Van Helsing, some more Warcraft.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Wild. Oh,
there's
look at this.
A first draft. Yeah, it's so funny. There's a first draft Who Framed Roger Rabbit script with character designs in it.
That's so cool. That'd be fun to own right here. Jessica went through a big overhaul for sure.
You could buy the Zorro costume for display, but then also get a Legend of Zorro pearl necklace as well.
Hey, you know what? I love those Zorro movies with Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. I love those movies. I think they're a lot of fun. But yeah, no, this was super fun. I'm glad we did this, because I was like, I don't know what to talk about today.
Yeah, I hope people enjoyed it. It's just so fascinating. Like it's just this random assortment of film history. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But and it just happens like we are over an hour, so I know we like to kind of keep things short, but you know what? We seem to be going over the last couple of weeks. I really hope everyone did enjoy this too. This was actually a lot of fun. Next week, don't forget, next week The Flash actually opens next week. I'm not seeing it till Thursday, so there will be an episode before I go see it, and then probably the episode after that will probably be a review episode. Find out when Lexi's seeing it. Lexi should be back next week. She did have to work tonight. Otherwise, that is it. Brandon, where can people find you online?
So you can find me everywhere at BC DeLorean. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. It's all over there. It's all BC DeLorean.
That's awesome. Yeah, incredible collection. Check out his website for sure and just take a look at all the cool shit this dude has. It's awesome.
I just added some stuff to our gallery on our website today. Actually, I added the video of my appearance in the Michael J. Fox movie to our website. So,
nice. Oh, that's super cool. Also, you can find Brandon for a split second on the Michael Jackson. I'm
in the Michael Jackson documentary.
Yeah,
well, God, I hope not.
Knowing you, you'll end up on that documentary too somehow. The Michael J. Fox documentary called Still, which also I was lucky enough to see it with you in theater. Amazing movie. And you now have screen used DeLorean.
Yes, and a screen used JVC video camera prop now.
Right. So
because we got involved in the Michael J. Fox documentary because they needed a time machine for their recreation Back to the Future sequence. And then I ended up getting to be in the documentary as well, playing a props guy on the set of Back to the Future. So the props department needed a couple things, and one of the things they wanted was that black and red JVC video camera. And I just so happened to have one in my collection. So they used it, and I got to play that props guy handing the actor portraying a young Michael J. Fox that video camera. So now, technically, our JVC video camera is a screen-used prop. So watch out for our camera coming up for sale in the next prop store entertainment memorabilia live auction.
Yeah, we'll have you on again when that time comes.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone bids on it and stuff. But yeah. No, that's it for me. I'll see everyone next week, Tuesday on Toy Anxiety. I'll be here next Wednesday as well. And I think on this weekend, I'll be also on Toy Anxiety doing a flippin' Star Wars and an unboxing for Star Wars as well. Little page out of Paul's book, I guess. Because I just haven't... Spider-Man ruined my spare time. So I haven't had time to do extra videos. So I'm going to do more of those. But yeah, otherwise, I think that's it. You and I will, we'll guess we'll see everybody down the road again. Thank you for all hanging out and being here. And yeah, we'll see you all next week. Good night, Gotham. Thank you.